Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play King's Quest 1, Quest for the Crown. In our previous video, an adventure, I guess, we took care of a dragon, filled up a bucket of water by blasting him in the face with the water. Although, again, you technically use the dagger if you really want, and you could waste the beans, I suppose, in trying to hit him, but not hitting him. And we found our second treasure of Daventry, the magic mirror, which I believe, if you look into it, will show you the future and truths and stuff. And we found ourselves at a gingerbread house. And if you know anything about fairy tales, then I'm sure you can put two and two together. So, let's try and see if anybody's home. There is no answer from inside the house. Perfect. We'll just help ourselves in. Now, once you're in here, you actually have to be really quick. But I'll quickly look at the piece of paper. It is written in a familiar language. Take paper. You grab the note from the table. Now, I would like to point out... here we go. Off in the distance you hear a high, squeaky voice saying, "I can smell someone tasty in my house." I can't really do a high, squeaky voice, so that's as best as you're going to get. So the witch is on her way, but I want to point out that this, and I actually researched it and looked into this, this is your only clue about the gnome's name. If you go to the witch's house before interacting with the gnome and you find the note, it says, "There is a message written on the note. Sometimes it is wise to think backwards." That's it. That's your only clue. So, and if you don't know that it's Rumpelstiltskin, and I suppose Sierra tried to put the clue, you know, because Rumpelstiltskin, and he's got the wheel and the hail, whatever, you know. If you knew, you know, obviously if you got this clue and you saw the wheel and you knew it was Rumpelstiltskin, then I suppose that clue would actually work. But I just feel like this is one of those clues that's just kind of very vague. But, c'est la vie. So, what we need to do here, actually, is we need to hide, and we're hiding in the closet, waiting for the witch. The witch mutters, "I'm going to get my cauldron ready to cook someone for dinner, yum!" The witch mumbles, "After I get the cauldron nice and hot, I will be ready to have someone for dinner." Well, not if we have something to say about it, because we, as the old fable goes, "The cauldron is heating up. I wonder who'll be my dinner guest." The witch sees me. "Oh no! Rats! She has cast some spell to keep you from escaping." The witch remarks, "Oh, how nice of you to come for dinner." Yeah, I screwed that up. She looks you over candidly, then states, "You're a little too scrawny for my appetite, but I think you're going to make a lovely dessert." Okay, so we actually have to hurry. It's tricky. Open door. And I'll grab that note after we've pushed her in. Actually, I'll grab it now. Take note. There we go. And we'll save here. Okay, so what we basically need to do is when she goes over to her cauldron, we walk up behind her and push her in the pot. Oh, I screwed up again. Because I forgot to hit the arrow button to stop me from walking. So, you're gonna see another death scene. My bad. The witch sees me. How did she see me? She had her back to me. Ah. Alright. I died again. Maybe third time's a charm? I don't know. Let's try this again, shall we? Push witch. Push witch. There we go. With a mighty shove, you courageously push the wicked witch into the pot. Her wild screams are suddenly cut off as she melts away into the oily green slime in the pot. Congratulations! Alright, so with the witch out of the way, it's basically one less threat we have to worry about. The other thing, too, is we can actually look around now, without any fear of being in harm whatsoever. In contrast to its delightful exterior, the inside of the gingerbread house looks dark and ominous. Indeed. So we did take the note from her bedroom, which would have been over here. But we do need another item, and it's in the cupboard here. There we go. Let's try that again. Nope. There we go. I'm looking right at it. Oop. Look. Cupboard. The cabinet on this wall, the wall is rather plain and simple. Open. Cupboard. Sitting on the shelf is a delicious piece of Swiss cheese. Oh, let's take it. You take the cheese from the cabinet. Hooray! This is an extremely fragrant piece of Swiss cheese. Well, I don't know about you guys, but after fighting that witch, I'm kind of hungry. That Swiss cheese was as delicious as it looked. But we lost points, as you can see. And we do need the cheese for other things. So, we'll hold on to that. Okay. We're going to leave the house now. There's nothing left for us to do. But, let's eat some gingerbread. The gingerbread house with its frosting looks tempting, but you need to get closer. What now? Oh, do I have to be like right by the house? It will let you. Yum! The house tastes even better than it looks. And you get points for it as well. Alright. Now that the witch is done with, we can actually go north twice. Just beyond the house. We can look around. Large moss-covered trees surround a shallow, swampy lake. Indeed. And let's take a look around here. You see a cottage in shambles. It saddens you to think that somebody might still live there. Is that an axe? An old axe is permanently wedged into the tree stump. The handle has been broken and repaired. The head shows the signs of many sharpenings. There's a shack. It was made from rough, hand-hewn logs long ago. Lately, the upkeep has faltered. There are even holes in the roof. Well, let's see if anybody's home. The woodcutter speaks to you, his voice broken with sorrow. We would welcome you to our home, Sir Knight. We've had no food for so long. My beautiful wife cannot even rise from her bed. I fear she may die soon. Well, we could perhaps give him some of the cheese. No, that might not be good enough. But we do have something that he can use, which would be the ceramic bowl. So, the trick here is fill the bowl. To your astonishment, something begins to bubble up from the bottom of the bowl. Within moments, the bowl is filled with a hot, savory stew. Give stew to woodcutter. The woodcutter is overwhelmed with joy. Thank you, Sir Knight. We shall never forget your kindness and generosity. Please, take my fiddle as a small token of our thanks. And the wife is now eating and will not starve. But we can take a look at the fiddle. The woodcutter's most treasured possession, a fine old fiddle, lies on the table. Excellent. We now have a fiddle. This is the woodcutter's old fiddle. Now, there are some other objects in here that really have no, point. For example, the jug. You see, Graham, you see nothing special, Sir Graham. Right. Well, now that we have the fiddle, we have taken it, and we need to go back to the dragon's lair, because we need to see that condor. So to do that, we need to go south, and then we need to go west, I believe. Yes, we need to go south 3 times. So it's once. Twice. Thrice. And then we need to go east, or west, I think I said. Is that right? Yes, west once. And that did not lead us to the lair of the dragon. Did I not do it right? Maybe I have to go south once more then. Let's try it. Nope. I thought I went the right way. It says to go south and then west. Well, let's see if we can find that cave again. Hello, my honey. Hello, my baby. Hello, my ragtime gal. Need to find that cave so I can get picked up. Ah, there we go. Unfortunately, the condor doesn't seem to be flying around at this moment. And if that's the case, just leave the screen and come back. There we go. Now, the trick here is the condor will swoop down. And when he does, you want to jump up when he passes over you and grab his feet. Grab feet. Jump. Aha! Got it. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Well, now where am I? There is a hole in this part of the meadow. Indeed. Well, we seem to be in a new area. Basically, it's an inaccessible area just south of the castle and just a bit northeast of the gnome's house. So we'll ignore the hole for now. But we will go west. As you can see, the castle's in the distance. There is a large mushroom in the meadow next to the river. Let's take it. And we have our mushroom. This is a small, unusual looking mushroom. Great. Can we eat it? I'm sure we can. Oh dear, we're tiny. We're tiny, we're toony, we're all a little loony. Unfortunately, we lost major points there. And again, you will not be able to beat the game or it makes the game unwinnable. So you certainly don't want to do that. So now we want to go back to the hole. Yeah, I suppose you can look around. This is the raging river, filled with massive boulders and treacherous whitewater rapids. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to swim across that, and I've already done enough deaths to last me a lifetime. But we can go in the hole. Oh, I need to be closer. Alright, how about now? Done. Alright, now are we? You are standing in a shadowy cavern. This cave is murky and damp and smells of mold and rotten leaves. Ew, it stinks. Okay, so, from here, we want to follow the tunnel, which I believe goes south? Yes. Uh-oh.
Hey, I ain't no mouse, capiche? Hey, pal. There is no mouse you talking to here.
Well, if there's no mouse, I'm sure that we can easily just walk past him. I mean, we're friends, right? The rat grins crookedly, his long pointed fangs glistening in the torchlight.
Yes, you're right, mister. Just walk a little closer.
And Graham gets into a fight with the rat. But it doesn't end well. Rats, this was one shady character you shouldn't have tangled with. Indeed. Well, what do rats like? Maybe he likes a carrot.
What are you trying to do? Cheat me with the misery offering? What an insult!
Oh. Guess he doesn't want the carrot. But we can't give him the cheese. Give cheese to rat. Alright, so we have to come a little close, but don't go too close. Otherwise he will eat you.
Cheese, eh? Well, yeah, now that you mention it, I guess I am kinda hungry.
The rat drools at the sight of the cheese and snatches it from your hand. You might want to count your fingers. Amazingly enough, you still have all your fingers. I don't know if you get points for that, but I just think that's kind of humorous that they put that in there. And where did the rat go? He just ate cheese and disappeared? Was it magical cheese? I mean, when we ate it, it seemed fine. Ah, whatever. I'm sure he's fine. Alright, so now we can walk open to the door, and it should just automatically open. Yep. Uh-oh. Oh no! Now what are you going to do? Indeed. So once you open the door, it's leprechauns, and if you don't do anything, well, this happens. With a genuine four-leaf clover in your possession, the leprechauns fear and respect you. Rather than risk offending you, they decide to leave you entirely alone. Unfortunately, like I said, you don't really get points that way, I think. The four-leaf clover, obviously, they respect it, but what you really want to do, if you want something funny, so we'll go back here and do this again. Is get them to dance. Wonderful job. Leprechauns find fiddle music irresistible. The moment they hear the music, they begin dancing a frenzied jig. Finally swept away by the snappy music, the leprechaun guards poof right out of the room. Yay! And we get some points out of that. Whereas before, they just see the four-leaf clover and they're like, yep, I'm out of here, and then take off, and you don't get any points. So, either way, you can do it either or, but it's more fun that way, I think, making them dance. Okay. So, what we can do now, and by also playing the fiddle too, I should point out, because basically if you went over here, is a bunch of other leprechauns, and I can't recall, but I think if you don't play the fiddle and you come in here, they see you and they talk to you, whereas if you do play the fiddle, then they disappear. But anyway, overhearing the fiddle music you played in the hallway, the leprechauns have begun to dance, and as they do, they pop away in a fit of merrymaking. I can't read today. Unfortunately, Graham's not dancing. The music is catchy. Well then, they are now gone, and we can look around. This is the throne room of the Leprechaun King. There is a scepter and a shield near the throne. Right. Well, we can look at the scepter. Oops. Look at scepter. Did I not spell it right? Look at... I can't spell tonight, apparently. Or ever. The scepter is fashioned from gold and silver and is scented with emeralds. You take the Leprechaun King's jeweled scepter. This jeweled scepter belongs to the king of the leprechauns. Not anymore, it doesn't. They're always trying to steal me lucky charms. And there's also a shield here. Could this be the third treasure? This shield is made of titanium and is rimmed with jewels. Well, we're gonna take it. You take the magic shield. Congratulations! Dun, 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 dun. This is the magic shield, one of the 3 treasures of Daventry. Hooray! We have all 3 treasures now, so that means there's only one thing left to do, and that is to go back to the castle to King Edward. But how do we get there? Well, we're actually going to continue out of the throne room. And up the hill here. This is a small cave with a path on one side and a very small hole on the other side. And this is why you hold on to the mushroom, because if you eat the mushroom, you can complete everything else, but then you'll be stuck and you won't be able to get out. Now, before I do this, just because in case I screw this up, I actually will save, because I've been in this situation before where, for whatever reason, I got stuck. Don't ask me how, but I did. There we go. Did that work? That's probably what happened. I probably got stuck there. Congratulations! You now have all 3 of Daventry's lost treasures. Now don't waste any time. Bring the treasures straight back to King Edward before it's too late. Alright, so to get there the quickest way is to go north twice and east 3 times. Alright, so we'll go north once. And I love that the heroic music's playing. Alright, so we've gone twice, right? And, what'd I say? East 3 times? Yes. Once. Twice. Careful not to fall into the lake. Hey! Where'd the guards go? There are no guards in sight. That's odd. Why aren't the guards at their posts? More curious still, the courtyard is deserted. This area is usually filled with the ladies and lands of the Lord. This is highly unusual. You begin to feel deeply disturbed, as if it is all not right within the castle. You can faintly hear a commotion in the king's chamber to the west. Oh, we better hurry. There's nothing to be done. Our king's melancholy is too much for his heart to bear. Perhaps if Sir Graham had returned with the 3 lost treasures of Daventry. It's Sir Graham. He returned.
Did he find the treasures?
Shh, 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 shh. Listen. Your Highness, I am at your service.
Did you succeed in your quest?
I did, Your Majesty. Here, as you requested, the magic mirror, the magic shield, and the magic chest.
I'm afraid it is a little too late for me, but you've done superbly, my knight. As promised, the kingdom is yours. I know you will serve very well.
The king is dead.
Long live the king!
Long live the king! Long live the king!
Ah, the king!
Long live the king! And thus ended Sir Graham's great quest for the lost treasures of Daventry. Despite the loss of their beloved King Edward, the people of Daventry grew happy and prosperous and flourished for years to come. And whenever King Graham looked into his magic mirror, he saw visions of adventures yet to come, for him, for his children, and for Daventry, the land he loves so much. The end. Well, I seem to have missed a point somewhere, and I can't remember what I did. Probably because I didn't use the key to open the door, or attempt to open the door. For whatever. As you can see though, King's Quest is one of my favorite adventure games of all time, and spawned a series of other games as well. Roberta Williams really brought imagination and fairy tale and storytelling to the forefront, and we'll see that as the series progresses. We'll also be introduced to other characters such as Graham's future wife and his 2 children as well. If you like this series, as always, feel free to hit the like button, subscribe if you're not a fellow subscriber, and share it with your friends. And let me know maybe what your favorite King's Quest game is. Did you enjoy this one? Did you enjoy the original? Have you played the remake that actually has recently come out? I have not played the most recent version, but this by far is probably one of my favorites, right up there probably with King's Quest V and King's Quest VI. Both are excellent titles as well. I'm also going to be playing, again, Space Quest series, which was also made by Sierra, as well as the Police Quest series and a couple other games as well. So again, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I appreciate interacting with all of you guys. Again, I hope you enjoyed the series. And until King's Quest 2, this is Brad saying, be excellent to each other. And as always, party on.